You're not lazy, you're not unmotivated, and you're not broken at all. Maybe you're just mentally exhausted. And when your mind is too full, even small things can feel very heavy. Getting out of bed feels difficult, replying to messages feels tiring, doing simple tasks feels like climbing a mountain. Not because you're incapable, but because your brain has been carrying too much burden for too long. There is a type of exhaustion that is not visible from the outside. You can still smile, still work, still appear fine. But inside, your mind is never truly quiet. Even when your body rests, your brain keeps running, thinking about the future, recalling past mistakes, comparing yourself to others, worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. It's not a lack of discipline. It's not a lack of intention. It's an overloaded mind. We live in a world that never gives the brain a chance to truly stop. As soon as we wake up, we immediately look at screens. Information comes in right away. Messages, news, social media, notifications. Without realizing it, our brain is forced to work even before we are fully awake. At all times we keep receiving stimuli, sounds, images, other people's opinions, other people's living standards. Your brain is not designed to process all that without a break, but we rarely give it a break. We call it rest, when in fact we are just replacing work with endless scrolling, and your brain never truly recovers. Maybe you call yourself lazy because you procrastinate a lot, but try to look deeper. It's not that you don't want to do the tasks, you just feel tired even before starting. You open your phone not because you want to, but because your brain is looking for the easiest escape. You feel guilty all day. But the data guilt does not turn into energy. It's not laziness. It's a sign that your mental system is overwhelmed, like a computer with too many tabs open. In the end, it's not just one application that slows down, everything slows down. Even things that used to be easy now feel heavy. When we feel like this, we often think our solution is motivation. We watch motivational videos, make big plans, promise to change tomorrow, but the next day, we still feel empty because the problem is not a lack of enthusiasm. The problem is mental exhaustion that is never recovered. Motivation is like forcing a car to go faster. When the fuel is almost empty, what you need is not a push. What you need is a refill. You don't need to change your entire life overnight. You just need to reduce unnecessary burdens, reduce noise, reduce pressure, reduce the expectations you place on your own shoulders. Try starting with something very small. Do one simple task today. Not 10, just one. And do it slowly. Give your brain a moment without input, without music, without video, without notifications. At first, it feels strange because we are used to keeping our brains constantly busy. But that's where recovery begins. Rest is not a reward after you are productive. Rest is the reason you can be productive again later. The most exhausting part of all this is not just the piling tasks, but the voice in your head that keeps saying, I'm lazy, I'm useless. Why can't I be like others? You're tired and you also scold yourself for being tired. If your friend felt like this, you wouldn't call them lazy. You would say they need rest. Why can't you speak that gently to yourself? So if lately you feel left behind, feel unproductive, feel lost, maybe you're not lazy. Maybe your mind is just too full for too long. And an overloaded mind doesn't need additional pressure. They need space, they need calm, they need real rest. You don't need a new life to feel better. You just need a well-rested mind to start again slowly.